Hello viewers, welcome to Toronto Vasi. Today I am going to share my travel experience with you. I have traveled in Emirates flight from Chennai to Toronto. In this video, I will be sharing about each and every step that I have gone through. In future videos, I will be giving a detailed explanation about each steps. Okay, let's get started. I traveled in a connecting flight with layover in Dubai. Except Air India and Air Canada, every flight will be having some layover. You may think whether is it safe to travel through a connecting flight? Yeah, it is safe, but it comes with certain risk. I'll share what are they in upcoming videos. When I reached the airport, the first step was check-in. I have already done a web check-in, so I didn't have to wait on a line for check-in. Passengers who have done a web check-in had a separate line for checking in their baggages. I got 3 bags with 23 kg each in a student offer. 2 of my bags had an extra weight of 0.5 kg, but it was not a problem. And my hand luggage had 2 kgs extra. When I check in my luggage, they have checked my documents and they have issued me a boarding pass. So the next stage is immigration. You have to pass through immigration check in India before traveling to Canada. While waiting on the line for immigration, you are not allowed to use mobile phones unless you are having an electronic visa. They will be checking your document and they will be issuing a departure stamp on your passport. After this, there is a security check. Here too, you are not allowed to use your mobile phones. You can't carry any liquid more than 300 ml beyond this point. So you can carry empty water bottle and get it filled after this point. Here you have to place all your electronics, leathers and belt in a tray and then you will be checked. Once the security check is over, you can move to boarding point.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the paying call for the customer, Mr. Ram Prakash Pavitra.
Normally in boarding point, your documents won't be checked. But for students alone, they are checking the document again. They are asking for a recent communication from college. Get any letter possible from the college stating that you are currently studying in the college. It can be enrollment letter or any other letter. At this point, you will be having a water fountain to fill your water bottle. Mostly you won't be needing any water bottle in the flight because they will be giving all sort of drinks in the flight and it will be enough to keep you hydrated. In boarding point, students' documents are checked once again and they are sent to Dubai for approval. Once they get approval, we are allowed to board the flight. Approval won't take much time. It will take just 5 to 10 minutes. One of my co-passenger didn't bring any sort of letter from college, so they have asked her to provide a letter. She logged into her college account and she generated an enrollment letter and she showed that as a proof. And then she was allowed to travel. Most of your document will be checked at this point, so you don't have to worry whether you will be allowed to board in Dubai or not. So once you board the flight, you are safe. I will be posting my flight experience in upcoming videos. Please subscribe our channel to get instant notification. Once I reached Dubai, I had to go through another security check in Dubai. Same liquid rule applies to every airport. So if you have water bottle full, empty it before going through the security check. You won't be facing any immigration check in Dubai because you won't be entering to Dubai, you will be only staying inside airport. And you don't need any transit visa too. Dubai airport is such a big airport, so be ready to walk a long distance to get to your connecting flight. There will be a lot of duty-free shops on the way, so you can buy whatever you want. Once I reached my boarding gate, there was another one check. They checked my documents all over again. After this point, there was another one security check by Emirates. They will be asking you to keep all your electronic devices in a tray. They will be rubbing all your electronic devices with a sponge and then they will be placing it in a machine. I don't know what that's checking for. It shows that no alarm detected. So then I was allowed to leave. After this point, we can board the flight. My Dubai to Toronto flight was totally empty. We literally had all the seats for ourselves. On the flight, you will be given a declaration form. You have to fill that form and you have to submit it to the CBSA officer on arrival. The declaration form will have a few questions. Like, are you bringing meat or dairy product into Canada? Are you bringing any plants or food inside Canada? Are you bringing money more than 10,000 CAD? It's mandatory for everyone to fill that form and submit it upon arrival in Canada. Once I arrived in Toronto, I have to go through a CBSA check. There the officer will verify my declaration form and will ask my purpose of visit. Since I was arriving for the first time, I was sent to another office. There was an officer who asked many questions. She asked me about my purpose of visit, about my college, my course, and whether I have paid the fees or not, and about GAC, everything. We have to show our documents to that officer, so be ready with your documents. That officer will be printing your study permit and work permit and will be giving it to you. After that, we have to collect our baggage. And you have to collect your baggages. You can use trolley over there to take your luggages. There will be a customs officer who will be checking your declaration form again. He may leave you or he may direct you to another check. If you are sent for another check, all your baggages may be checked. For everyone, they checked all baggages. But for me, the officer asked whether I have any food. I told I had only groceries, so he checked that bag alone. He asked specific questions like whether I have a meat or any dairy products like ghee. Since I don't have any, he checked my baggages and he left me. After that, you have to go through a mandatory COVID test. It's better to register in a Switch Health app before reaching the COVID test point. There you have to show your documents and get your test kit. On the way out, there will be nurse who will be taking the test using this kit. While coming out, you will be given a kit with which you have to take a test on the 10th day of your quarantine. After coming out, you have to wait for a shuttle service of the hotel that you booked. Once the shuttle comes, you can board it and go to your hotel. I will be giving a detailed explanation about every step that I have gone through now and about hotel quarantine in upcoming videos. Please subscribe and like our video to get an instant notification.